BingePipe's user algorithm doesn't focus on the content you want, it provides the content you need. If you can't find the programming you're looking for, we can mathematically prove you shouldn't.
I'm a gamer.
I'm that guy at work who won't stop quoting Caddyshack.
I'm Mark Twain, and this is Jurassic Park.
We are BingePipe!
You're not ready for all this new BingePipe content, but check out these shows anyway, you risk taker.
Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. Let's check out what we have today. And it looks like, oh no. Oh, it's bees again. Bees again! Bees again!
I love the relish that is coming through in this buttercream frosting, but I'm not tasting enough hot dog in the cupcake itself.
Coach, please, don't put me in. I got a really good thing going here, just sitting on the bench. I do not want to ruin that with actually playing. Please.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
This game comes with an extended timer function so you can add more time. Unlike life, because you are mortal and death is inescapable.
Mariana Trench, the deepest part of the ocean, is home to some of the world's most unusual sea creatures, including the anglerfish. Oh my god. Oh, what is that thing? What is that? Is that a fleshy growth on its head? Oh my god. Oh, what kind of god would create such a monstrosity? Get it off my screen. There's so many gross fish. Oh, this is a waking nightmare. Oh, how long is this documentary? 52 minutes? Oh my gosh, oh boy, I think I'm gonna be sick.
So everyone has disappeared?
More like half the population?
Of Earth?
That we know of, yes.
But everything is different now because we're in space?
Unclear.
Is this a flashback?
Also unclear?
But we definitely have to defuse this bomb, right?
That part seems obvious.
I mean, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
This is all on the exposition.
And are we related?
Unclear.
Damn it.
BingePipe would like to express its deep regret for investing in You Don't Know Jack. BingePipe. Some of these new streaming services have to succeed, right?
Hey, I'm Cookie, and this is You Don't Know Jack, the game that's easy to learn, but easy to master. Wait. All right, you ragtag crew of misfits, time to band together to compete separately. Okay, let's see what lies ahead.
Time for question one.
First up, please, no Mo. Let's say The Simpsons' Mo Sizlak left Springfield in season 40 to start a bar in Japan. What would his new establishment be called? Mo's Izakaya, Mo's Kuko, Mo's Sashimi, or Mo's Edamame? Let's see who got it. An izakaya is a Japanese bar.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's called Hip Hop and We Don't Stop, But We Should. What would the name of the Work It singer look like if you were to flip it and reverse it? Janim Ikin, Ijailb J. Iram, Nuskaj Tanaj, Ro, Ta'ila Isim. Hope you like what you picked. Hey, did you hear the one about the wrong answer? The 2002 hit Work It was written and performed by Missy Misdemeanor Elliott. But her lyrics are so killer, she should be called Missy Felony Elliott. You know what I mean? No? Okay, fair enough.
Why don't we do it with three?
Try this on for size. Masters of a very small part of the universe. And put away your tiny plastic sword. It's time for a dis or dat. I'm gonna list off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a character from the original line of He-Man toys, or a failed social network launched by Google. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between He-Man or Google. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Okay, let's do it. Wave. Stratos. Cut. Orko. Blade. Buzz. Fisto. Most of you skated by on that one, but player 1, you failed the best.
BingePipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, BingePipe employee Cookie Masterson. Using the screw makes it harder for all the other players to answer in a variety of pleasurable ways. And you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
Use them wisely. Or don't. You do you.
How about this one? Dating in Westeros. Suppose Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones wanted to date someone who wasn't her brother. Because it gives her the power of first action, what dating site would she prefer? OkCupid, Tinder, Bumble, or eHarmony? Oh, this'll be good. Player 1 just screwed everyone. Hey, has this question lost some weight? Okay, let's take a look. Bumble is a unique dating site because all first moves must be initiated by females. Later, you can both decide if you're looking for a quick hookup or a tragic wedding. Way to screw, player 1. Have some cash. Here's one I like to call Dial Ah for murder. Which murderer committed the worst crime but has the mildest burn? First-degree murderer with third-degree burns, first-degree murderer with first-degree burns, second-degree murderer with first-degree burns, or second-degree murderer with second-degree burns? What'd you guys pick? First-degree murder is the most serious murder conviction in the U.S., yet a first-degree burn is the least serious type of burn. Now, how do they sentence arsonists? Say goodbye to round 1. Clearly, this isn't a popularity contest because here's the scoreboard.
Currently, player 3 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, there's a soft spot on every apple. It's you. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
Round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
We didn't approve this point structure, but okay.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Behold, avenge me. Which member of the superhero team, the Avengers, is also the king of Wakanda? T'Challa, 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 or T'Challa? So watch out. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Hope you're a fast typer. So who got it? I think you know it's coming. That's the correct spelling of T'Challa, the Black Panther. Expert screwing, player 2. Here's your extra cash.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question with nothing to hide or a question with an ulterior motive? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. The votes are in. And now we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Coming up next, a question with nothing to hide. The answer is C. Okay, just watch. Don't jump. Not everything is a trick question.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
And now, the menu of your dreams. Suppose you're casually dating, but suddenly realize you want to get married. Where should you make a reservation if you want to propose in a restaurant named after a part of the brain that turns short-term memories into long-term memories? The Amygdala Deli, the Cerebellum Bistro, the Peckish Piriformis, or the Hungry Hippocampus? Let's see how that shook out. The hippocampus translates short-term memories and stores them for future reference. If you really want a meal to be memorable, may I suggest ordering something that will repeat on you? Next up, Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein?
Octopus coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's a monster.
Called stupid by Aristotle. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? And how do we do? In Aristotle's History of Animals, he called the octopus a stupid creature. A little bad blood there. When he was a boy, an octopus used to call him stupid Aristotle.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Feast your eyes upon this. It's so bad, it's just bad. What would be a good name for a cheesy sci-fi movie about tornadoes composed of tornado? Fishnado, pignado, cownado, or birdnado? Okay, what'd you pick? A tornado is a small fillet of beef. I'm just hoping I'm famous enough to book a spot on the 3rd or 4th sequel. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. A walk in the parks. Enjoy a nice walk through these park-themed prompts. Good luck. Player 3 takes it! I gotta hand it to you, Player 3. Amazing job. I have tears in my eyes, but that's just years of personal regret building up. As for you, well... You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Hi, I'm Rose. I'm an audio segment producer on the game. One thing that a lot of people don't know is that Cookie records all of the ors in his questions separately. So like, for a question like this...
Is it bonk, 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 wobble, wobble, wabba, auga, or ooh, mommy?
Cookie prefers to record all of the ors for the whole game in one 6-hour recording session. Here, take a listen.
All right, now recording ors 425 through 500. Or. No, or. Yeah. Or.
I don't know why he insists on doing it that way. It's a lot of extra work.
Thank you for joining us for this Binge Pipe bonus content. Binge Pipe has no choice but to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, you might as well trust us.
Hey, I'm Cookie. I ask the questions, you press the buttons. Look at this group. I want to put you in matching denim shirts and get your portrait taken. Okay then, why wait any longer?
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, the 5 stages of Reef. You know what they say? The Nile ain't just a river in Egypt. So true. It's also a river in Libya, Sudan, Algeria, or Niger. Who picked what? The Nile River passes through 11 countries, including Sudan, so it definitely ain't just a river in Egypt. Another thing I always say, the Elephant Butte ain't just a river in New Mexico. Yeah, it's a lake, actually. Look it up.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Why not try Shakespearean 3 ways? Based on the events in their respective plays, which would be an accurate round of, let's call it Bang, Marry, Kill for these Shakespeare characters? Bang Hamlet, marry Ophelia, kill Tybalt. Bang Romeo, marry Juliet, kill Polonius. Bang Juliet, marry Romeo, kill Prospero. Or Bang Guildenstern, marry Bottom, kill Romeo. So what'd you pick? See ya! Juliet bangs Romeo, Romeo marries Juliet, Polonius gets stabbed through the curtain by Hamlet. Of course, it all goes very differently in my fanfiction, Polonius Private Eye. Polonius loves danger, and the ladies love Polonius. Come on, publishers, take a chance!
Why don't we do it for free?
Next. Do you know a good Swedish plumber? And it's a very excited dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 items, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's a song by Swedish pop group ABBA, something Mario says in a video game, or both. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between ABBA, Super Mario, or both. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Here it comes. Okie dokie! Ha ha ha, bye bye! I do, I do, I do, I do, I do! Bang the boomerang! Let's it go! Most of you deserve a high five on that. Moving right along. Here we have, my favorite instrument is the laptop. Based on elevation, which EDM DJ is making the highest beat drop? Diplo dropping the beat from the mesosphere, Marshmello dropping the beat from the stratosphere, Calvin Harris dropping the beat from the troposphere, or Zedd dropping the beat from the thermosphere? I love this part. Nope, not this one. The thermosphere is 50 to 440 miles above the Earth. The only higher layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere. Might want to sit this one out. I can't imagine a beat dropping from that high would end well. Let's try required reading for dragon breeding. Who wrote Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them? Jane Catherine Rowling, Joanne Kathleen Rowling, Joan Kimberly Rowling, or Jalen Carter Rowling? So who got it? In a word, that is not the correct answer to this You Don't Know Jack question. Yep, that's J.K. Rowling's full name. Now, if I had a nickel for every time J.K. Rowling had a nickel, I would have $650 million. That's it for round one. Time to count your chips while sitting at the table.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Oh, here's a good one. The periodic table of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is in everything. I mean, he's in everything. If in his next movie, Kevin Hart played the element that is most abundant in the universe, what would the trailer say? This holiday season, Kevin Hart is... What's this? Player 2 has invoked the screw. Let's flip the script on this question. And how do we do? Bad job. Hydrogen makes up about 75% of all matter in the universe. And Kevin Hart movies make up 75% of new releases.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
Take a good look at Treble Maker. While ascending the chromatic scale, which creepy note does G always find following right behind him? The loathsome H, the eerie F sharp, the harrowing A, or the bone-chilling B flat? Let's see who got it. Check, please. The note G is directly preceded by an F sharp. F's also haunted me throughout my academic career.
Hey, question!
Binge Pipe now offers content surveys. Would you like a formal question or a question that keeps things casual? Choose on your devices now. The choices have been made. I have no opinion about your selection.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
I call this one a question that keeps things casual. I was just wondering, if you're not doing anything else, could you tell me which of these is not one of Ashton Casual Kutcher's movies? No strings attached, just friends. A lot like Love, or What Happens in Vegas. Okay, let's take a look. Ryan Reynolds was the star of Just Friends. The studio thought about casting Ashton, but it just couldn't commit. Here's one for you. Type equals squiggly bracket writer, comma, archaic squiggly bracket.
Except all cookies don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe acquired a ton of private user data, and now they need a little help making sense of it.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Wanted, lyre accompanist for poetry. Wanted, activities for exile. Wanted, ladies for sex. Whose search history have we acquired? Aristotle, Ruby Kaur, Sappho, or Robert Frost?
Okay, what'd you pick? Nope, that wasn't it.
Sappho is a lyric poet from ancient Greece who was exiled to Sicily. Her reputation with women on her home island of Lesbos led to the creation of the term lesbian.
Well, hold on. How do you spell that again? S-A-P-P-H-O. Okay, I'm just gonna bookmark that for later. Introducing, it's 2018 and I'm still writing tired jokes on my checks. I love sending money with Venmo because the descriptions my friends put in their transactions are always so funny. If the United States purchase of the Virgin Islands was recorded in Venmo, what hilarious description would you see? The U.S. paid Spain for hot sex, the U.S. paid France for erotic dance, the U.S. paid England for porn shoot, or the U.S. paid Denmark for butt stuff. Okay, who chose what? Anybody got change for a wrong answer? Look, nobody knew it, so let's skip the formalities. In 1917, the U.S. bought the Virgin Islands from the Danes for a cool $25 million. But really, it should have been $25,004, because the U.S. said it didn't want any of the fries Denmark ordered, but then when they came, they went to town on them. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And don't forget, it's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Spaceship happens. Figure out what spacefaring vehicles fit. Good luck. Player one takes it! Excellent job, Player one. I'm sweating that was so close. Wait, no, it's all that pig gristle I had for lunch. Either way... You don't know Jack!
So we did some digging, and Kara, the guy you've been talking to online, isn't who he says he is.
Oh no, did I get catfished?
Well, in this case, it was more than one person doing it, so we call it getting groupered,
It was a whole group?
and they did it on purpose.
That one's not a fish.
Looks like someone went to school.
I'm done here.
Welcome back to the next Sound Effects star. Up next is Randall Smith, a contestant who has a powerful story about redemption.
My name is Randall Smith, and when I was 4 years old, my dad got killed by a cartoon character wielding a giant mallet. I was in the other room at the time and heard everything. From that point on, I decided to dedicate my life to turning sound effects into a positive force.
And here to present a piece he calls An Alpaca Making Love to a Fax Machine is Randall Smith.
This is for you, Dad.
Judges, what do you think?
I love what you're about, man, but I didn't quite feel that. The fax machine sounded more like a printer to me.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Randall, I love how inspiring your story is, but I have to agree. That sounded more like an alpaca having sex with a printer more than it did an alpaca making love to a fax machine. I'm out.
I disagree, but thanks.
These guys don't know what they're talking about. That really worked for me. You really took me there. It felt like I was actually watching an alpaca going to town on a fax machine. I'm in.
Congrats, Randall. We'll see you next week. Now, here performing a piece she calls A Wolfman Farting in a Bathtub is Alice Berry.
Binge Pipe is bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, bringing yesterday into the future today.
Hey there, I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you trick me into saying my name backwards, you automatically win. You're all playing the same game, but each of you is unique and beautiful in bizarre ways. Okay, no turning back.
Time for question one.
To get things started, writer porn. Which writing pad is barely legal? One with a margin that's barely 0.75 inches, one with a margin that's barely 1.25 inches, one with a margin that's barely 1.75 inches, or one with a margin that's barely 2.25 inches. Who picked what? Pervert. I hate to spoil the surprise, but nobody got it. The only requirement for a writing pad to be a legal writing pad is that the margin must be 1.25 inches.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
There is no hiding from good tidings, my ass. Every Christmas, carolers come to my door demanding figgy pudding and singing, "We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some." What crime are they committing? Assault, breaking and entering, extortion, or blackmail? Let's see how that shook out. Extortion is the use of threats to obtain someone else's property. In this case, my sweet, sweet figgy pudding. How many people have turned to crime over a little figgy pudding? Can't we be happy with just the good tidings? Up next, grind it like Beckham. And get out your dollar bills because it's time for a dis or dat. I'm gonna read 7 names, and for each I want you to tell me if it's an English football club that plays in the Premier League, or a male strip club? Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between an English football club or a male strip club. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Ready? Let's go. Man City. Crystal Palace. Club Boomerang. Queens Park Rangers. Penn Knights Barcelona. Stoke City. Swinging Richards. Way to go, most of you. But player 2, you couldn't have done much worse.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Your failure has earned you a screw.
Remember, screwing during a question makes life tougher for the other players.
Binge Pipe, your loyal friend that's also a company.
I don't need you anymore.
It's time for I prefer to watch luxurious TV. If TV super producer Shonda Rhimes decided to expand her television empire with a line of luxury bathroom products, what would not be included in the Shonda Rhimes bathroom line? Olivia Pope handmade soap, Victoria Grayson wash basin, Meredith Grey porcelain bidet, or Annalise Keating shower seat? What'd you guys pick? Victoria Grayson is from the ABC drama Revenge, which is not a Shonda Rhimes production. Coming up, Humongous Father, let us stop for midday meal. Imagine a family of giants is ambling across the earth and they want to stop for a picnic. What would be a nice, flat, dry place to lay their picnic blanket? A delta, an arate, a flat iron, or... Uh-oh. Player 2 dropped the screw on you guys. See if you can read this. So what'd you pick? A mesa is an elevated section of land with a flat top surrounded by steep cliffs. This is the classic definition of a nuclear family. A family turned into giant freaks by radiation. Nice screwing, player 2. Spend this wisely. Round 1 is history. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, these players have the same number of points. Weird. Player 2, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
And remember, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Really good stuff.
6 trombones is not a parade.
There is no hiding from, let's get some math for the table. If the dim sum of 6 pork dumplings and 6 spicy shrimp dumplings is 8 dumplings, what would be the dim product? 0.33 dumplings, 3 dumplings, 4 dumplings. So here it comes. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Your answers are on the go. Hope you like what you picked. In math, the sum is the number that results when 2 numbers are added together. The product is the number that results when 2 numbers are multiplied, so 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. And if you don't know what dim sum is, then the greatest fact you can learn from this game is that you need to go out and eat some dim sum immediately. Yeah, that screw is a good move, player 2. I believe this belongs to you.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like a question that involves some quiet time, or a question that keeps getting interrupted? Use your device to select your preference. Here are the consequences of your choices. You have chosen.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
And now, a question that keeps getting into...
Hiya, Corky.
Old man, what are you doing here?
I got a job at Binge Pipe.
Oh, like one of those retail greeters?
I'm Vice President of International Acquisitions.
What? No, you're not.
It's a funny story, actually. See, my great-great-granddaughter knows a guy who knows a guy who knows a gal,
That's
actually,
really not
who
interesting
I
at all.
remember meeting once at the gym.
Yeah, that's great. Whatever. I'm kind of busy doing this question right now.
Well, do it already. Are you starting?
Yes, old man, I am. If I got tired of people...
Hey, did I tell you about my latest sores?
No!
I got one that's a real doozy, boy.
Not now,
Ouch.
old man. Or ever. Where was I? Okay, if I got tired of people constantly interrupting me, and I...
Lemon Square?
No! Where did you get lemon squares?
Oh, now that's a story.
Old man, please,
I was at
please.
A deli,
I forgot that
and
I
this
didn't
lady
care about
came
your
in,
answer.
she was looking
Now,
for
I will
some
finish
Rogaland.
this question. If I got tired of people constantly interrupting me and wanted to move to the least densely populated country in the world to get some freaking peace and quiet, where should I go? There. You happy?
What?
Brazil, South Africa, the United States, or Greenland? Let's see who got it. Greenland is by far the least crowded country in the world, with only about 0.03 people per square kilometer.
Well, it's been a lot of fun, but I got a meeting with Binge Pipe Hong Kong about these pesky export tariffs. They're killing us, Corky.
Goodbye, old man.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Oh, here's a good one. The international struggle is real. What's an example of a First World War problem? Hitler invaded Poland on my birthday. The Battle of Midway is happening, and I have nothing to wear. Senator McCarthy has hearings, but isn't really listening to me. Or Archduke Ferdinand was assassinated before our brunch date. Who picked what? The assassination of Archduke Ferdinand marked the start of World War I. It also marked the end of our relationship. I will not speak to him anymore. Here we have sharing the future of content. And it sounds like I can take a little break here, I guess.
Binge Pipe recommends. Because you seem obsessed with parts of the human body made of keratin, we think you'll be strangely attracted to Winter's Bone, Good Hair, The Hills Have Eyes, or In the Heart of the Sea.
Okay, who chose what?
Good or bad, human hair is made of keratin. Rest assured, Binge Pipe will take good care of the keratin you have unknowingly provided to us.
¿Sabes qué es lindo? 10 perritos.
Feast your eyes upon this. On the Tyra banks of the river Styx. Which of these characters from Greek myth probably can't smize? Oedipus, Achilles, Odysseus, or Electra? So who got it? Oh, we found your point of weakness. Well, nobody got this one, so let's just move on with our lives. To smize is to smile with one's eyes, and Oedipus tragically gouged his eyes out. I've heard of eyeliner making someone's eyes pop, but this is ridiculous. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful.
We made everything for you.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. My signature look. I'll give you an article of clothing. You name the cartoon character that traditionally wears it. Player 3's got it! Way to go, Player 3! That big of a lead is just obnoxious. There is such a thing as being a sore winner, you know. When it comes to good sportsmanship.
You don't know Jack!
Tables, ladders, and chairs match, but this week on Wrestling is Everywhere, we are taking the competition to a new level by having it in the middle of a fully operational high-end furniture and home decor store.
I'm gonna rip you apart, sectional by sectional, armoire to footstool, because you are a sham, and matching duvet set. You're going to seasonal table runner for your life until you throw in your tea towel. You're about to hit the grounds, cause here comes the French press.
Hi, I'm looking for wall sconces.
No! This week on Wrestling is Everywhere.
Hey man, you succulent.
Coming soon. A new blockbuster film by BingePod.
We've got 4 hours before the time portal closes.
Then there's just enough time to solve the riddle.
A completely original film. We made this.
The dinosaurs are loose.
And they can fly.
It certainly wasn't made for cinematic release. Tested poorly, and now they're looking for somewhere to dump it.
The lava, it's intelligent.
Maybe I can help.
King George III.
This is something we wanted to do.
Then let me say it. In rap. Drop the beat, King George.
Coming soon. obligation.
This is You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio, and I'm your host, Schmitty. Get ready for your favorite You Don't Know Jack commercials from yesteryear. Put on your sunglasses because the past is so bright, you gotta wear shades to get that reference. All right, let's listen.
In the next episode of the Radio Drama Archive, we pull out the 1921 gem, The Midnight Run, starring Ernest Wilmore and Gladys Kemp, with sound effects from Foley artist Al Peppers. Here's a fun fact. Due to several financial constraints, Al had no props for this production. Here's a snippet.
Help! Help! Bang, 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 kablooey!
Mind if I barge in? Say, sweetheart, you look tied up. If you're not too busy, let me help you with that.
Oh, Mickey, you've come for me! Shh. Sound of chains rustling. Shh. The sound of chains.
Hands off the girl, Mickey.
Ah! He's got a gun! Bam, 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 kerplunk. Sound of table falling over. Window breaking. Smash. Bam, 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 bam.
That's next week on the Radio Drama Archive.
Hello, I'm Ira Blab. This is the You Don't Know Jack Pledge Drive. Many people don't know how expensive it is to run a trivia game. It seems like all you'd need would be a sort of a desk encyclopedia and a few hundred Bazooka Joe comics, Friends, that is not so. If you've just finished a game, or are about to play it, how much money did you win? Something thousands of dollars, right? We give away thousands of dollars every single game. And, sad to say, most people who end games owing us money simply never pay. Thousands of dollars on every single game of You Don't Know Jack. And how can we afford to do this? Well, we can't. We need you to help us out. So call 1-800-555-9355. That's 555-YDKJ. Or if you're on a cell phone, you can throw it in the street and call. Just call, okay? Just please call.
Morning, Ted. Oh, you look horrible. Rough night last night?
You bet. It was Carol's and my anniversary, and we didn't get any sleep.
Sounds great.
You'd think, but I don't know. Nighttime's just not the same as it used to be.
Sounds like you need some nighttime putty.
Nighttime whaty?
Nighttime putty. It's just like regular putty, but for nighttime.
Huh, how's it work?
Here, I'll show you. See, because nighttime putty's made from a water-soluble, stain-proof plasticine polymer, I can mold it around this area here, or even back here, and up over this, for a fit that goes on smooth and stays secure all night long.
I see. Whoa, what's that part for?
I thought you'd ask about that. Look, if I bend this